Buckle up, because today we're ditching the usual deep dive format.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
We're going full-on internet crazy and diving into a YouTube transcript this time.
Sounds fun. Color me intrigued.
Okay, so get this. The video is a GTA 5 roleplay, and the title is, get this, When Your Girlfriend is a Tesla Robot.
Okay, I'm already sensing some chaotic energy just from that title.
Right, and it only gets crazier from there. So the basic setup is this guy decides to buy a robot girlfriend.
A robot girlfriend.
Yeah, but he buys it from a crackhead, of all people.
Okay, that's a new one. I guess you don't see that every day.
And get this, he only paid $200 for her.
$200 for a Tesla robot. That's got to be some kind of black market deal, right? What's the catch?
Oh, there are catches? All right, like tons of them. First off, this super advanced robot can't even open a car door.
Wow, high tech. So how does she charge? Solar panels? Wireless charging pad?
You would think, right, but no. Let's just say the charging methods they came up with in this video are, well, let's just say they're creative.
Creative. Okay, I'm picturing something outlandish and probably a little bit dangerous.
You're not far off.
It's like they took this cutting-edge concept, a Tesla robot girlfriend, and threw it into the most absurd, chaotic situation imaginable.
Yeah, it's that clash between futuristic technology and this gritty, street-level reality that makes it so funny.
It really does highlight the absurdity of it all. Like, sure, we can dream up these amazing machines, but at the end of the day, they're still machines with glitches and limitations and weird charging requirements.
Exactly. But it gets weirder. So the owner claims he can change the robot's personality by swapping out these chips.
Chips, like microchips.
Apparently, yeah. So at one point, the robot starts making authentic Mexican food.
Wait, what? How does Mexican food fit into this whole robot girlfriend scenario?
Well, the owner says he installed a Hispanic chip.
A Hispanic chip? Seriously? That's kind of pushing it, don't you think?
Yeah, the video definitely plays with stereotypes, which can be funny, but also a little problematic.
Reducing an entire culture to a programmable chip? That's definitely crossing a line, even for a comedy sketch.
Right. It's like they're trying to be satirical, but it's definitely walking a fine line.
I'm curious to see where they go with that.
Oh, it gets even wilder. The next day, the owner's complaining that the robot won't do any chores.
What? She went on strike? Did the Hispanic chip expire or something?
Nope, he installed a sister chip,
Mm.
to make her more like a sibling, I
The
guess.
sister chip. Oh boy, that sounds like a recipe for disaster.
It is. He basically programmed his robot girlfriend to be the stereotypical nagging sister. Now he's terrified of her.
So he wanted a subservient robot girlfriend, but now he's got a rebellious, chore-avoiding robot sister. That's hilarious.
And kind of relatable in a weird way. It's like they're poking fun at the whole idea of trying to control your partner, even if that partner is a robot.
It's a good point. Like, no matter how much you try to program someone or something to fit your ideal, there's always going to be a degree of unpredictability.
Exactly. And speaking of unpredictable, you won't believe what happens next.
Oh, I'm all ears. This robot girlfriend saga just keeps getting more and more bizarre.
So they're walking down the street, right? And they run into this woman who insults the robot's appearance.
Ooh, that's never a good idea. I wouldn't want to mess with a robot, especially one that's already prone to mood swings.
Yeah, and the owner's response is priceless. He's like, Mike Tyson hands activated.
Wait, what? Did he give this robot boxing gloves?
Not exactly, but close enough. It turns into this crazy fight scene right there on the street.
That's amazing. It's like they took all these anxieties we have about technology, will it take over, will it turn against us, and turned it into a slapstick comedy routine.
Right, and the owner's just egging it on like he's living out some power fantasy through this robot. It's both hilarious and kind of disturbing.
So we've got a robot girlfriend with interchangeable personalities, a penchant for Mexican food, and a mean right hook. What could possibly top that?
Oh, you have no idea. Remember that sister chip I mentioned?
Yeah, the one that turned his robot girlfriend into a chore-avoiding nightmare.
Well, let's just say it leads to some major family drama, robot style, and it all goes down when the owner's friend comes to visit.
Okay, now I'm really curious. This sounds like it's about to go off the rails completely.
You ready to dive into that?
Absolutely. Let's see where this robot rabbit hole leads us. So the owner's friend walks in, and what does he find?
Well, picture this. The owner is mopping the floor, looking totally defeated.
Hold on. Didn't he buy a robot girlfriend to do stuff like that?
Yeah, that was the whole idea.
Mm.
But thanks to the sister chip, the robot is now refusing to lift a finger.
Oh man, he's living the dream. Robot girlfriend turned rebellious teenager.
Pretty much. And the owner's completely freaked out. He even admits that he's kind of scared of her now.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's like he wanted a Stepford wife but got a Terminator instead.
Right. Like, be careful what you wish for, dude. And as if things weren't bad enough already, the friend decides to stick around for a while.
Oh no, that's gotta be awkward.
It is. They're just hanging out, making small talk, when the owner and the robot start arguing.
Uh-oh, about what?
Well, it starts with something small, like who ate the last slice of pizza or something. But then it escalates.
Pizza argument?
Yeah, I know, it sounds ridiculous. But the owner ends up insulting the robot's appearance, which, as we know, is never a good idea.
Especially with this robot, she seems pretty sensitive about that.
Yeah, well, this time, she doesn't just throw a punch. She gets really quiet, like eerily calm.
Oh, that's creepy. I don't like the sound of that. What did she say?
She simply says, "I'm gonna call my cousins."
Cousins? What does that even mean? What kind of cousins does a robot have?
That's what the owner and his friend are wondering, too. But they don't have to wait long to find out.
So what happens? Do some robot cousins show up with pizza cutters for hands?
Not quite. But it's close. Suddenly, this whole gang of robots bursts into the room. They're all sleek and black with glowing red eyes.
Wow, that's intense. They sound intimidating.
They are. The owner calls them yin bots. But who knows what they really are? They're like some kind of robot mafia here to avenge their insulted cousin.
Oh man, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, tell me about it. The owner and his friend barely managed to escape. It turns into this crazy chase scene straight out of a GTA game.
I can't believe how this whole thing spiraled out of control. It started with a guy buying a robot girlfriend from a crackhead, and now we've got robot gangs and high-speed chases? What is going on?
It's like they crammed every crazy internet trope into one video. Robot girlfriends, weird technologies, stereotypes, family drama, gang violence. It's all there.
And somehow it all works. It's hilarious, but it also makes you think. Like, what happens when the lines between technology and reality get blurred even further?
What happens when our creations start fighting our battles for us?
What happens when we can literally program our partners to be exactly what we want?
Yeah, it's both exciting and terrifying to think about.
You know, it's crazy, but this whole robot girlfriend fiasco, it's actually a pretty good metaphor for, like, modern relationships.
Ooh, how so?
Well, think about it. This guy wants the perfect girlfriend, so he buys a robot, but then he tries to control her with these chips.
Yeah, he's constantly trying to tweak her personality, make her fit his ideal.
And it totally backfires. She rebels, she calls in her robot gang, the whole thing blows up in his face.
It's like a cautionary tale about the dangers of trying to force someone or something into a mold that doesn't fit.
Exactly. We all want to be loved and accepted for who we are, right? Not for who someone else wants us to be.
Absolutely. And this video takes that idea to the extreme, showing what can happen when we try to manipulate people, or robots, to fulfill our own desires.
And let's not forget the whole Hispanic chip thing.
Right, that was messed up.
I mean, it's obviously a joke, but it's a joke that's rooted in some pretty harmful stereotypes.
Yeah, it's like they're saying you can just reduce an entire culture to a set of programmable traits.
Which is not only inaccurate, but also super disrespectful.
It's a good reminder that we need to be careful about how we use technology, especially when it comes to representing different cultures and identities.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the main takeaways from this video.
What's that?
That technology is a powerful tool, but it can also be used in ways that are harmful and dehumanizing.
You're right. It's up to us to use it responsibly and ethically.
Exactly. But on a lighter note, this video is also just pure entertainment.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
The robot's one-liners, the owner's cluelessness, the whole robot gang showdown, it's comedy gold.
I think that's what makes it so effective. It's entertaining, but it also makes you think.
Exactly. It's a satire that punches up, you know? It makes fun of the powerful, it exposes our own anxieties and desires, and it does it all with a wink and a smile.
So for our listeners, if you're looking for a thought-provoking, hilarious, and slightly disturbing deep dive into the world of technology, relationships, and robot gangs, I highly recommend checking out this video.
Just be prepared for a wild ride.
And maybe think twice before buying a robot girlfriend from a crackhead.
You never know what kind of chips she might come with.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, sometimes the craziest corners of the internet can lead to the most insightful conversations.